Recognise that picture in general, you're officially old.
Ladies, gentlemen, guys, girls, and all variations of the species, welcome to a very special live in the broadcast of the FAWK Discord version of the Unmonetisables podcast, the official podcast of the FAWK Chronicles, the Stepsister podcast, the Scots with Soul podcast, and the CD Uncle podcast to the unofficial official podcast. My name is Cpt Privilege, and with me, through no choice of their own, don't start yet, Mountain Daddy. Okay, Mountain Mama. Who changed it to Daddy? Anyway, fuck! I should have made you staff. My name is Cpt Privilege, and with me, through no choice of their own, this week is a very special guest, Grandmaster Tech.
The fuck? When did I get demoted to special? Oh wait, never mind. I got up late.
Yeah, well, you were the last one in for a start.
Don't say the last one in.
And as ever,
Mountain Mama.
Oh no, oh god, he's already on it. It's Yangy. Ew, don't effeminately whisper hello after that. And a newly found friend, part of the Gentleman's Drinking Club, the one and only GlaswegianBR. Does everyone have a soundboard or a fucking funny voice to make? Is that what
Listen, right. The wort thing I will explain later, but every time my name gets fucking said in some announcement, I need to wort it.
Hey, Sergeant Johnson!
Oh, not again.
Oh no, they both got voice things.
I've turned mine off. I've done use off later, but fucking Mountain Daddy's like, here we go.
You want me to be Mountain Mama? I'm going to use a female voice changer, you know.
No, just stick to Mountain Yangy. That's fine.
please do not.
Right, I'll put it away. Sorry.
But shout out to Radio and the Mad Manasset chilling in the chat. Chili chicken. Oh, I've been thinking about Chinese for far too long. Shout out to everyone chilling in the chat. As I said, we are doing this live in the broadcast from now on in the FAWK Chronicles Discord. So feel free in the future to pop along on Sundays at an indiscriminate time, aka when Tech drags his mechanical ass out of bed.
There's no dragging involved.
Okay, I fixed it. I tried to say please don't mount Yangy, but my mic broke.
No, the mic just knew to shut you the that's terrible. Don't say that.
Well, FBI guy.
Anyway, it's NSA guy. That's a common misconception, but okay. Right, how we doing, gentlemen? Glaswegian, it's good to have you on finally to one of these podcasts outside the drunken one, and I fucking caught it.
No, you know. We can still hear
you. No, you didn't. You're good.
Who dropped it? Right, Radio dropped it. Thankful. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's good to have you on, man. How you doing?
Close call. No, I'm grand, man. My sleeping pattern's absolutely knackered because of this lockdown, but I'm going to try to be as engaging as I possibly can without falling asleep to Mountain Daddy's soothing voice.
Sleeping patterns? What are those? Sounds like
you can fall asleep, my Edinburgh assault rifle.
And like that, you've lost me.
Yeah, what about you, Yangy? How's it cracking? 76 in it up on the Xbox and making content.
Still playing 76. Making content wise, I'm writing a script about a little man in everybody's comment section called Tom.
Tom?
What?
Come on, he's commented on your videos. He's commented on everybody's videos.
Tom, whose profile picture just randomly got deleted.
Not that.
Yeah, go back and check your comments now. His profile picture's gone.
Tom, drama in the Tomverse. I just want to know who the fuck Tom is, you know?
He messaged us, he commented on our last YouTube video, so I basically told him, you are absolutely fantastic, my man, just keep doing you, boo. I'm going to escalate each comment to test whether or not he is actually a real human being who reads them back. We've had cases of that in the past. An actual human being friend of mine called Crimson Studios was notorious for being the first to comment on every one of our videos, but then not reading the fucking replies. So we were just
the thing with
smashing
Tom
him with dumb chat.
I don't think he watches any of his videos. So Tom, if you watch this video, please tell us. But shout out to Gamer Mom over 50, by the way, because she gave me some badass fucking weapons in Fallout 76. But she made a video about how to make Nuka-Cola vaccinated, and the same Tom commented on it saying,
Good work, dude. Wanna collab?
Yeah, I get those. Well, once got threatened or said, dude, I'm going to make a compilation of all your stuff, bro. Never heard of that guy again.
I want to just steal your content, bro.
Like a compilation of your videos, or like a cum shot compilation.
You fucking deviant! How dare you? There's no such things exist on the internet in my sweet little innocent domain.
I mean, you say he disappeared, right? But unbeknownst to you, there is a fucking Fallout compilation of yours on Pornhub right now, and you've just not seen it to appreciate the work he's put into it.
I think Troll with the Mole's more likely to get that once the fucking edit for the other day comes out with him clapping them cheeks for the NHS. But
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you're missing out, Yang. I told you should have PS4'd it, bro. You goddamn Xbox commies, you don't know what you're missing out on.
Right, here we go.
Oh, no. Well, anyway, gentlemen, what is the topic this week? Because I don't know. I haven't brought anything. Topic is turn your fucking 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock was your alarm? Really?
That wasn't an alarm.
Oh, yeah.
You heard nothing?
Extra arse scratch alarm. Laughs in Sony. Oh man, Maniset's just killed it in the chat right now, man. Yeah, what is the topic this week, guys? Come on, putting you on the spot. What do you want to talk about? What you have a platform.
Priv, I'd like to speak about your micro penis.
Sorry, yeah, you totally cut out there, tech. Mental note, time code delete. BR, what would you want to talk about, bro? How you doing? What's cracking with you, man? Podcast just started, Jesus.
The podcast started for me 3 days ago.
Well, I mean, when the length of time it took Tech to get here, probably should have.
On the note of what's going on Twitter's sort of trending platform, like we mentioned it before we started, how Sir David Attenborough is trending right now, right? And the main tweets have all taken over, like, trying to make sure he's no fucking deed. So I'm trying to figure out here, what did he actually start trending for in the first place? He must have done something pretty damn good, and then everyone's just overtaken it with wait, is he did?
It's such a weird... It always happens with older celebs. Whenever the name starts trending, regardless of there's not an RIP next to it, people just jump to that. Like I was saying, we need to come up with some sort of a way to fucking preempt that, like a such and such as day, it's okay, he's not dead. But there's going to be a way of saying that without being like, they're an old fuck, they're due to die, by the way. Do you know what I mean? So it's pretty offensive, but I can understand why people would shit themselves and like,
I've looked it up, right. He was originally trending for his usual patter, stop wasting, cherish our planet. Well, thanks for that, Twitter. I really needed to hear that again. Like, come on.
I mean,
what? The planet's dying. We don't hear enough of that.
Well,
I know, totally.
I mean, like David Attenborough is actually like number 49 on the celebrity death list. So,
oh Jesus,
you know, he's on there.
Why? Why do you have the death list pulled up? Who have you got bets on?
I'm not going to lie. I'm looking it up right now, and I'm getting my bank card out.
Prince Philip is still at the top. Then Kirk Douglas, Olivia de Havilland, Vera Lynn, Daniel Arup, Dick Van Dyke. Yeah, it keeps going on.
He's still alive?
Well, 95? But yeah, it's the fact that on the 2020 list they now have what it's almost like, you know how you've got the trending stocks that you get. It's got the wee up and down arrow for how far they've been moved. It's the stock's been moving up and down, or it's estimated to move. Well, there's a few of them that have got, like, Kirk Douglas is like down from number 1.
No,
it's got a description now, and beside Prince Philip, it's got casual racist.
Casual
Oh,
racist.
Actually,
some
I'll have you know
pedo.
that is a professional racist.
Exactly, they're not casual about it.
Hold on a fucking minute. Betty White's still alive. Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah, man. She's
Bob Dole.
she's actually God.
Bob
she's
Dole's
actually,
number 8. Bob Dole.
she's
Bob Dole's still alive.
Yeah, 97. Jesus.
what I really want to see is like a reverse list to this. Like who do we think is going to be born? Like who's going to be the next Hitler? Who's going to be the next fucking I don't know, name an old dead famous actor. Charlie Chaplin. There we go.
That
Debbie Reynolds, Harry Fisher.
Nice. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You get it, that's it. It's if like Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland had a kid, and it was just a ball of iron spider spunk.
Bob Dole.
Can I get the footage of this happening? Like, it's just for research purposes. I completely.
Obviously. Test me, daddy. Right.
Oh shit! My fly's been down that whole time. Oops.
Mountain Mama.
Oh no. Yeah. For everyone who didn't hear the recording, fucking Yangy is obsessed, more so than I with Fallout 76. I'm not saying that's the sole reason I got him here on the FAWK Chronicles, but you know, it doesn't half help. I've been squadding up this week. Finally got me some friends and Wastelanders, and Mountain Daddy is my daddy, says Manasset in the chat. Not by that I don't mean Wastelanders came out and now I'm befriended a bunch of NPCs. I actually have some sort of a squad going on. It's good. Myself and the Manasset have made a kosher agreement. Well, technically the Manasset and Captain Jake Swallows have made a kosher agreement, a truce as it were. What did you call it? A parlance.
You fucking tent.
No, the parley's to hold a parley. Don't question me on my fucking pirate lore, sweetheart. An accord. See, that was the one. And I've cut it again now.
No. The radio keeps joining and leaving.
Oh, thank God. Right. So I'm doing this through my phone via the thing. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be co-overseers of the Wastelanders. Vault Dwellers, sorry. Role, or Vault 69ers role in Great Scotland.
I've seen
I'm
that,
pretty chuffed. Finally got me some chums in the wasteland. What about you, Tech? What you been doing?
Yeah, lazy bastard.
He's fell asleep in the chair. He's fell asleep standing up in the chair somehow.
He's just fucking T-posing on his seat of sleep.
T-posing on his chair, man. Fucking hell.
That I wouldn't like to see, because the poor chair. Well, Tech, come on.
Hell is anything?
Nah, just the usual doing building competitions in Ark. That's about it at the moment.
Building competitions in Ark. What did you place?
A lot of wood walls.
No, where did you place? Not what did you place. And don't ever talk to me about your wood, thank you very much. Keep that to your own stash box.
After that reply,
You can talk to me about Mountain Sun.
Mountain Sun.
I'll upgrade it to stone in a minute. Nah,
that doesn't make it better. That just means it's a stoner.
If I place in a
You're
half,
making me a rock hard.
Oh,
You're making me go to the ear doctors. Yeah, stop with the ear rape. Right. Yeah. So, what's the competition like? Where do you finish? Where do you place? How do you rank? How does one rank or win said competition?
I think at the moment
the best house.
I think at the moment, like we had like loads of different types of competitions. We had like build the smallest house while still being a functional base. Competition, which one of the other guys won because I just like you could stand in a one ceiling space and everything was there. It's just like, dude, I would not stay in this. It's like living in the back of a van, but well done. But yeah, now we're going for the right. How elaborate and well decorated can we make this base before people start lagging to hell just walking near it? So far, I'm winning. For now.
Yeah, like the more you place, the more it's getting really fucked up.
Yeah, because I mean,
So-
everybody's played those games that when you start going towards somebody's base and you start seeing bits of it render in, it just starts getting more and more laggy.
Yeah, or like 76, if 4 players are standing remotely close to each other, it's almost impossible to play with the fucking lag.
So I've no experience in this game, these sort of games whatsoever. So what you're telling me is instead of legitimately winning the competition, you were slowly but surely DDoSing everyone's game.
Pretty much.
Without
Pretty
even-
much. Like, the server admin just added a couple of new mods that's basically just... It's like decorative packs. So you get like hanging moss that you can put on top of walls and stuff like that. I went absolutely bonkers with it. So it's starting to look like some sort of half jungle, half futuristic Viking kind of look. But
right.
like in the map, you've got 4 big, massive towers that you use them to teleport you to boss fights or to different maps and stuff like that. And I've basically just taken over the top of one of those obelisk kind of pads. And it, like they come down to have a look at my base and they're like, seriously? You're just like taking over one of these actually really important sites? I'm like, yeah. That's me. I can
So
get
what's
myself
your,
out of it. Bye.
What's your pet zone sort of like? You got loads of pet dinos in this camp kicking around.
Aye, but me and the server admin are kind of working together to breed them to as best as it could be.
Oh yeah, you're like the King Tiger of Ark, aren't you? Tech exotic.
Sort of, except I'm more just fly around going, oh yeah, that's nice, we've got some new tech rexes.
So
Sweet.
who's the Carol Baskin of Ark then? He has no idea what I'm talking about, does he?
No.
Either that or
want to.
it's him and he doesn't want to say anything.
No, I tend to kill myself more than anybody else.
Man, I said he had a level 180
What
dodo
you're saying
called
is you're the
Sven.
Whitney Houston of FAWK.
What?
I kinda lost
He's
my
gonna
voice
die in
there.
a bath full of drugs? What? That's grim, Yangy. That's fucking grim, bro. Well, I heard you've been telling us a little bit of success you've been having. You got some exotic weapons and some fucking stuff palmed off to you. What's been cracking with you in 76, Yang? Other than your overabundance of glass.
I got a fancy ass fucking lever action. It's like vampiric and explosive, and I got
Damn.
a weapon that's bottomless fucking clip, explosive laser, full auto rifle thing. Both of these off of the amazing Gamer Mum over 50. So subscribe to her channel because she makes really good Fallout content, and she's just a really nice person. And she plays on Xbox, unlike you fucking PS4 scrubs.
Tech, delete Yangy Protocol 804.
Nah, I think I'll allow that one. I'll leave that
How
one in.
fucking dare you? This is a Sony pod.
Yeah, sorry, wrong protocol.
I will have you know, sir, this is a Sony podcast through and through. You are an exception to the rule because of
Why
your,
have you invited the Halo guy onto your podcast then? What are you doing?
Look, us Sony guys sometimes need to reach out to the special needs community, the lower
Listen,
class
infidel.
community, and
Halo pioneered shooting, motherfucker.
pioneered. Come on, pie in the sky.
Come on, man.
Like-
Even I'm gonna be like the guy that's gonna have to do it. You've never heard of Doom?
He's
The
too
question
young
is,
for that. BR.
Could you look up in Doom? And I mean like online shooting.
Oh,
Yes,
Yes.
you could.
Especially if you typed in +M look. Mm-hmm.
Aye, there we go.
Yeah.
That's an old Quake command, that one as well.
Mm-hmm. I remember that first time they activated that. Oh, you can look up now. You're like, what? What? You mean there's not only one axis?
4 dimensions, nuts and brains blown instantly.
No, that was me as soon as I heard Trent Reznor making noises for the game.
That was everyone as soon as they heard Mountain Daddy.
Well.
Don't deny it. You know it's true.
Oh God!
Is that
Can we get like
mountain
is
or
there like a human resources I can complain to on my own server
There-
tech? Can we get a HR protocol?
There is, but they're not exactly HR. They're more involved with the resources of humans, like body parts.
Oh, right, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
We love the black market.
Black market of colour. We're politically correct on this show. Thank you very much. Well, I think
No, just be a market of colour. Like,
Got to rename it to like the blue market or something like that.
you get away for the bin, Space Kitty. Get the fuck away for the bin. Yeah, that's right. So I think now would be as good a time as ever to move on to the favourite part of the show. The real meat and juice part of the show. As I said earlier on, if you're unaware, this is the only show that expertly dissects your primitive planet's curatable culture in the form of topical and trending tat of the week. Tech, is there any way you can share us these
we're
12
not
moments
finished intro.
Nope.
without dox yourself? It's a new intro. I'm splicing it in roundabout.
Yeah.
No.
Not,
How
not
no,
yet.
no.
Not yet.
No, just open it in staff.
He's just a total slag. So he's
Like,
saying no.
I'm just going
minute.
to read them out there now.
No, what I'll do is I'll take the picture and I'll post them up as we go so as everyone can see them. Because you're so inept. It's no fair. I didn't really warn him this was happening today because he was sleeping on his ass. If everyone wants to see what we're about to be talking about,
Leave him alone.
the visual elements will
Mountain
be...
stepsister.
Mountain stepsister.
How am I step? When did I get this? Why do I want to be part of the Never mind. Right. The first up
Demoted to
for
half
Twitter
step.
moments. This is our section. Like I said, you want to see the visual elements if you're listening, guys. It's over in streaming chat. And Tech, give it away. Go on, batter in.
Ever notice how Hollywood sometimes makes the exact same movie in the exact same year?
Well,
Part of
what's
that
actually
moment.
quite enjoyable, though, is the fact that there's several examples of this. And it's actually fucking pretty on the head, if we're going to be honest. I mean, everyone remembers back in 2011.
Technically, it's not the exact same because they're different characters and actors and frames are different.
I genuinely thought you were like be doing my voice.
Off. What the
Thought I was losing my shit. As I was saying, back in 2011, everyone remembers No Strings Attached, starring Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman.
It's my favourite movie.
Or Friends with Benefits, featuring Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis. That was a movie. That was a thing that happened. No takers, no biters.
I've got that in VHS. Like,
Don't bite. Well, there's a better comparison, I think, and it is taking me a little bit of time to switch between channels, so I may be wanting slightly to
Is it
pan it
not
out,
just
but you're
movies
entirely
about-
unaware of that. So
Topics that are like trending that year.
what? No. Well,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
The
no,
point,
I
yeah,
would
the
not
point
do
is that it's like Hollywood. When one studio gets the idea that there's a certain type of movie floating about, it's almost like inevitable that the other studio goes, we need to do one as well.
It's like the
And
usually.
it's like
they
they
usually
capitalise on each other's. Yeah, capitalise on each other's advertising.
I think what's happening is, like, script writers are writing multiple versions of a script and selling all of them to the studios, and one of them will buy one of the scripts. The other one will go, oh, that one's bought that script. Oh shit, we'll buy this one. Fuck.
They must know something we don't. Like Pacific Rim's arguably a worse film than Battleships. Now, I prefer to watch Pacific Rim with the music down, but Battleships is hilarious to listen to because it's that terrible.
I mean,
Come on, BR, let's have it. Come on, unload both barrels.
I can see how people would find Pacific Rim worse than
Hold on.
Battleship because
Stop.
you've basically got 2 hours of having to listen to Charlie Hunnam talking his fucking normal accent,
Both barrels.
which is atrocious to hear.
A battle rifle only has one barrel.
Like, you
Aye,
just
but
keep your barrel pointed elsewhere.
It's a 3-round burst, so fucking wait for it. Battleship is just atrocious. Like, I can sit through Pacific Rim, turn my brain off, but I can't turn my brain off with Battleship because the entire time I'm just going, why the fuck have I lowered myself to watching this trash?
What are you implying that like a fucking £90 Rihanna could not have picked up the £150 Marine that fell over and dragged him to safety during the fucking...
I'm not going to say the first thing that came to my head here because I value you guys and don't want to ruin this podcast.
Was it no? was it
Tell me later. Tell me the DMs.
I will do.
Was it Battleship that also done the whole, let's take this absolute massive seafaring ship and drift it. Let's just turn it sideways really quickly.
I think they did. Did they not drop the anchor and
like every
Fast and Furious
other?
It?
Aye, but like every other bloody sea movie that's came out in the last 10 years, it's like drop the anchor. This is a really cool move, man.
No, they've only copied that in Star Wars. What are you talking about?
Aye, they dropped the
It's
anchor.
fun to do in Sea of Thieves.
It's funny.
See what?
Anchor turn.
Is that some sort of Xbox game that doesn't exist?
Sea of Thieves.
Maybe first a better shit
Dog
game,
rotten.
You got the real Sea of Thieves. You come on the fucking Fallout 76 with us Sony boys and catch up with the legend of Captain Jake, right?
Don't worry, it'll be out on Xbox soon.
That's the optimum word for you, isn't it, Jake?
Jake Swallow as well. Anyway.
No, it's funny.
Mountain JK.
I was going to mention in the way of this topic, did you notice how, was that Rise of Skywalker that was just out there, wasn't it?
Yes.
The ending to that is fucking eerily similar to the ending of Avengers Endgame. All of the fucking backup from across the franchise comes in and they back up the main character, try to defeat a baddie that everyone's sick of fucking seeing.
Yeah. It's almost like those fuckers at Disney ripped off those fuckers at Disney.
I know, right?
It's not
Son
like
of a
ripping off
bitch.
your own
It's
content.
almost like as if it's the generic ending style for an entire series.
Well, I mean, like every movie tends to do that. Recently, like even like you look at like
I've not
Ready
seen
Player
Picard,
One,
don't spoil it.
you know.
Yeah.
Finish Picard then, you fucking dork.
Finish your mum.
What?
Yeah, back to the 90s. Your mum jokes.
I know. You're too young for that. Don't come to me with that chat. That was your mum and your fucking da.
I was your
You were
mum
still
when
an
your mum
apple.
was still young.
Hold on a minute, hold on. Why am I now an assault rifle?
What?
No. This is the golly day here. Somebody's changed my name to GlaswegianBR.
I'm not
Fuck you
an
guys, geez my ball.
I'm not
going
even-
to-
Mate,
I'm not even an AR-16 minute. I'm an AR-8.
It was me, and it's changed again.
yeah. No, I think we picked up on that, Yangy. You didn't have to mute deafen him so he couldn't hear us say it was you.
I didn't do that. I just
Snitching. Anyway,
Well, talking about snitching.
You moving us on here, are you?
On,
right.
moving on.
Well, give me a heads up because I need to put it in the stream chat so folk can see them because you're so inept. Right.
Heads down.
What one is it? Go and tell me because I didn't can.
The next one. The
Oh,
one
yes.
About, the one about the snitchies.
The secrets
Yeah, that
revealed.
One. Aye. So
Declassified CIA reports appear to show Soviet paranormal experimentation. Read the rest while I catch us up to it.
the documents obtained by Emma Best date back to 1977 and show US records on Soviet and Eastern European parapsychology research, including black magic and devices used to duplicate psychic effects. The CIA
black
especially noted major uncertainties in the extent of such abilities. You mean like every other major nation in history that's went into like the so-called black arts? Or black arts of colour.
Black Arts of Colour, thank you. CIA originally denied the request, refusing to confirm or deny the existence of the records by citing intelligence sources and methods, but we don't read too much into that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't read too
You
much
want
into it as
demons?
well.
That's how you get demons.
Yeah, sounds like the plot to Hellboy here, isn't it? ESP investigators who are working on a project that was such military application very often disappear from the scene. They are not incarcerated, but are evidently sent off to secret areas to continue the research. Not entirely sure of Emma Best's ability and grasp on English here. She may be a Soviet spy herself.
So this is where communism comes from.
Black magic. Devil worship. That's right,
I saw a fucking picture on Twitter, and some woman in America had a sign. It said, "Social distancing equals communism." What?
Slukalowski. That's in the chat.
Technically, not social distancing is communism because you're sharing corona with everyone.
Sneaky, cheeky, breaky. Cheeky, breaky. This group, headed by DG Mirza, was given its own secret laboratory in Moscow and was assigned the task of identifying, locating, and evaluating the capabilities of sorcerers, witches, and the incantations used by such individual. Bro, that just sounds like a fucking banging ass Netflix show. That just sounds like season 4 of fucking Stranger Things.
Imagine actually in this day and age being properly called a sorcerer. You know, you've got that. Actually got that on your CV. So, what was your previous professions? All right, I see you work for Asda.
I will have you know, many
Walmart.
vegans on Twitter identify as sorcerers.
Right, I'm just going to hide my Constantine trench coat back in the wardrobe. Just a single thing.
Slam those wrists together.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Like a commandee.
We're talking about the shit Keanu film. Wow.
Excuse me. Whoa. Right, okay, alright. You're going to get started with fucking battleships, and you're going to sit and say Constantine is a ship film?
No,
Constantine was an
is
amazing
a great film.
It's just a shame they cast Keanu.
Right.
Yes, that's...
It was still cool as fuck when he went, "Into the light I command thee."
No, I agree with that. No, I don't hate on the Constantine film. Seriously, I do. Ironically, I actually really enjoy that.
I mean, when you go, who's the? I never remember the guy's name, but he's a fucking incredible actor. The guy who played the devil.
Me.
Oh, Peter Stormare.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking!
totally.
What? How? Literally
how long
dripping
I've
in
been
oil.
waiting for you.
Oh, it's fucking.
You know, you're the only one I'd come collect myself.
Remind me not to bump into you in an alleyway, Tech.
You don't want to bump into him in general, man. Some of that grease might rub off. But
Quite a heavy frame, you know what I mean?
can sorcerers claim universal credit? Man, it's asking. Technically, well, are you self-employed if you're employed by the devil? I don't know.
Well, but see,
that's a good question.
If you happen to lose your sorcerer's ways, then that could technically count as disability benefits.
Yeah, but if you have the ability of alchemy, technically you shouldn't need any money because you can turn lead into gold.
Ah, well,
What,
you know.
what counts as a workplace injury? Like if you
My
become a
what?
frog, is it?
I've got RSI in my wrist, so I can't like do weird hand movements to cast stuff.
Technical bibbity bobbity women or property or something. Yeah, totally.
Why are you claiming benefits today? I accidentally split half of my soul. Okay, right.
How would you say this has affected your life? Well,
I think you're a fucking dick, and I've no fucking bad feeling about telling you.
I think that's everybody who ever goes into the dole.
So in other words, yes.
In the chat, they've depleted their mana.
Nobody brews mana potions anymore, damn it.
Dumbledore.
That's it. That needs to be a new meme.
These are all mana sets jokes, so I can't take credit for them. But I need to point that out for the audio listeners later on.
Well,
right.
For the listeners
Moving
later on. Yeah, I'll bring up the next one. So, Ofcom, looking at this morning after Eamon Holmes, 5G and COVID-19 comments. ITVs this morning attracted more than 400 complaints after presenter Eamon Holmes made comments about 5G and coronavirus.
It's a cover-up, guys.
Can
Eamon
I just
Holmes,
say,
the absolute champ? Give me 2 seconds. Eamon Holmes, the absolute legend that he is. We all know he's had a long, illustrious career behind the scenes. He knows the fucking truth that 5G is actually is programming the bats to program the toilet to fucking survey us all. That's the truth. When you go, Yangy, but anything is a lie. It's a cover up.
I made a tweet, and if you think 5G is dangerous or causing coronavirus, you're on the same fucking level as anti-vaxxers.
You're on the same wavelength.
What that what like Bill Gates, who hasn't vaccinated any of his kids, and none of them have COVID.
What's a vaccine?
Does he know something we don't? You don't need to worry about that, you mech.
All of Bill Gates' wains are robots.
I'll have you know the word mech is a derogatory term, so just...
Can we rename him on Discord to Grandmaster Mech?
Grandmaster Mech.
Mecher with the hard R, yeah.
You might as well just go all out and call him Mecha Hitler at this rate.
M-word tech.
I mean, I really wanted to change it to time zone, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, unfortunately he has all the fucking
admin.
He has the real privileges in here. I may be just the captain, but that motherfucker's got his fingers programmed into every pie hole. But yeah, fuck him and hole is fucking
program my pine hole.
Your pine hole.
It's a bit jaggy, like.
That brings a whole new meaning to getting wood.
Don't say hole, you or meaning. But I think what's really kept us all together is the entertainment industry, as one world together at home with Lady Gaga, Stevie Wonder, and Paul McCartney all performed for us. In light of the global corona, just put it on the screen, don't bitch at me for not telling you. Okay, Pandemic Global Citizen teamed up with Lady Gaga to create a digital live stream of by dozens of entertainers, including Ellen DeGeneres, Stevie Wonder, Billie Eilish, Rolling Stones, and many more, in support of the World Health Organization. What?
Why the fuck was I not invited?
I love how you've got all these guys that you all know are artists and singers, and then out of nowhere they've just went, you know what, you want to just stuff Ellen DeGeneres in there as well for a laugh. Right. When's the last time you hear Ellen DeGeneres putting an album out? I haven't fucking looked this up.
They're just being inclusive to those who haven't yet. Something like that. I don't know. There's something there.
Everybody seems to like Ellen, so that's probably why. There's a lot of money. That's why.
No, it's because she's a funny LGBTQ star. And she represents them all so well.
She looks like a high school teacher.
So, she's funny though.
Ellen DeGeneres. She looks like fucking Russell
she's
Howard.
Gay. She's funny and she's gay.
I'm funny and gay.
Well, you're gay.
Ish.
You ain't even know that, I totally.
I'm funny-ish and gayish.
For YouTube, that was generally we are an LGBTQ friendly podcast. Went and got ourselves a token. Not sure what he is, but he's here.
So moving on.
Yeah, the crickets really came out there.
Well, it was just funny because Mountain Daddy or BR weren't quite sure who I was referring to, but
it's actually DMR.
He's the gay and I'm just the greedy bastard.
Technically, I'm greedier than you.
Oh, let's not have a cock off, gentlemen. That's quite true.
Why, man? I've already got mine out. Let's go.
Oh no!
I've just extended my energy sword. Good fucking name change.
Listen, you need to. If this is the bed you guys are making, you need to be aware. You have to lie in that said bed.
Trust me, that bed's getting unmade very soon.
Well, speaking of unmade beds, Charlie Puth forgot to make his bed before his Together at Home performance.
See, that was me transition in it.
That was Charlie Puth, as in Puth. I wasn't. Again, we're not. You know, the American singer gave a moving
What the fuck
performance.
did you just say to me?
He called you Charlie. Yeah.
The American singer gave a moving performance of his song "See You Again" during Global Citizen's One World Together. Oh, we know what it's called. Oh, gee, what a horrible name! One World Together at Home event. Jesus Christ, could we be living any more in the fucking 1984 end times? Fans were quick to notice and relate to the messy state of his bedroom.
You're like, oh, look at that! This guy's got a messy bed too. I feel one with Charlie Puth. Like,
that's the thing, right? You see his bed's messy now, but what you don't see is that to the right of the corner, all the bottles of piss he's got stashed.
The thing is, I bet you, he's like, I'm just going to be like everybody else has got really nice rooms. I'm actually just going to stand out, and I know my bed's made now, but I'm just going to mess it up. Like, it doesn't look like he slept in it. It looks like
the bed.
That's
it
not
does look
a
like he's
bed,
like throwing
that's a
things
floor.
on top of the cover.
Yeah, totally. It's like he's not been sleeping
He's
in it.
picking
He's
out his
just
clothes.
moved the corner and chucked things.
To
in
be
the
honest,
bed,
if he'd entirely made the bed, I'd have been like, "You're a fucking sociopath."
the bed is made.
What
Look,
have you got to hide?
Like, look
I don't
at
actually know
the
who he
quilts
is.
tucked in at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Charlie Puth said,
I'm glad your mic got out there.
that song we all
that's-
cried to at the end of that Fast and Furious? Don't mock the song. Don't mock the song.
It
I'm
I wasn't
singing
mocking it.
properly.
That was my rendition.
It
No,
started
really,
to
sounds
sound
We're going to
like
work on your
fucking
fucking
stroke.
vocal skills.
starting to
So
sound
I'm
like a
saying-
karaoke in the middle
There's
of
a
Glasgow.
reason it's Alex who does the music channel.
We need to work on your
I
oral
smoke
skills. I mean, your
40
vocal
fags a
skills.
day and can't sing. What's your excuse?
Mountain Daddy has other good oral skills.
I was going to say
Are you going to
really bad.
continue to flirt with me, or are we going to get on?
Right, enough of this degeneracy, gentlemen. Enough of your fantasies and mad fantasy-like situations. I don't want to hear any more of your spirited good banter, but this segue sucks. Spirit Pony says hello. I know that wasn't me getting involved in the flanter here. Writer at Philip Reeve 1 says he was on a walk when a pony emerged from the fog to greet him. The dreamlike scene has got many curious. Just where is this dark forest of roaming horses? Well, is it a horse or a fucking pony? Sorry.
It was actually a furry.
Why, that triggered
That
me.
was just a really good fursuit, aye.
It was actually just a,
It's just
a
a
We
Yangy
need to
and a-
bring up the furry in every podcast I'm in now. It's just tradition. So
It's just a Yangy and a tech horse suit. Who was the arse and who was the heat? That's what I
Don't
want to
ever
know.
say tech horsesuit.
Oh dear.
It's like getting you excited.
We were both
too
both.
excited on the podcast. I think it needs to be a little more wholesome. So wrapping us up for Twitter moments this week, the one and only DJ John Krasinski, better known as Jim from The Office, brought prom to the class of 2020, and it was so pure. With the help of celebs like Billie Eilish, I thought she was at the other tour, Chance
Oh.
the Rapper,
Who the fuck is
sounds like a
Chance the
D&D role, and the Jonas Brothers. Jeez,
Wait, they're
still
no
going.
deed.
John Krasinski hosted a virtual prom for members of the class of 2020, missing out on the high school rite of passage due to the pandemic. The teens decorated, dressed, and danced the night out. Genuinely, I think that's kind of cool. That's kind of cute. That's wholesome. Wholesome AF.
We do Oscars at college when you study acting, and now we can't do that. Sad.
We'll do a digital Oscars. And by the way, that is really, wow. The Oscars itself is up its own ass, but you do a college Oscars?
Yeah.
Student Oscars.
They get
What
handed
are
a
you the
chocolate
Oscar for?
bunny.
Getting out of fucking bed?
No, like, you get best actor, best female actor, most
And
creative.
those all go to
funniest.
people who got out of bed.
Where do I sign up? I need some validation.
Again,
Trust me, if you want to study acting, that's the last thing you get.
devalidated.
That is the most truest fucking statement I've ever heard.
From
in
my
life.
experience of applying to university, it's your shit, your shit, your shit. You're okay, your shit.
And what the fuck you're doing, it's not acting. I don't care what it is, just don't do it here. And by the way,
What the
take that
class is
suit off.
like? Do you get like a? Do you get like a?
Combine PE and biology with drama.
Whoa!
Sounds like
You don't want to
Coronation
know
Street.
about the biology part.
Sounds like an anime fanfic. Like, oh, let's meld these two classes together. We can learn sex education with science.
Let's be real, not one fucking weeb likes PE.
I mean, I don't know, mate. I quite like PE.
I like
especially
basketball.
when-
Piece
Right,
of
so you're being
S.
changed to the fucking plasma caster.
Piece of ass.
Whoa, that's
Don't call your thing a
harsh, right?
plasma caster. That's getting a bit too.
No,
on,
it's a plasma cannon.
Oh, Gatling laser mode.
It's one of those ones that takes a bit to charge up, though. You got
To be
prime.
fair, if I went up to my partner and went, right, I'm going to get my plasma cannon out, I'd just get fucking laughed out the gaff.
Oh,
It's funny but same.
Funny but same, yeah. I think me too. Well, guys, I think we're coming to the point of the show, the newest point of the show, where I'm putting very trusting hands into our live broadcast audience here. If you have anything you want to pop in and say, now may be the time to say it. If you've got anything to interject or intersect, unmute yourselves. And remember, we are live on Channel 5, so don't say fuck or bugger.
But you can say cunt.
Yeah, there is that. But if there is anything else we want to talk about, guys, feel free to sprinkle yourselves lightly across the...
Man, I said now's your fucking moment.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else, though. We can just keep having the casual conversation. Let them decide whether or not they want to.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, my man. How you doing? Thanks for popping in and listening.
Not too bad.
What were your thoughts on the show? Eh?
First time listener, so I'm actually enjoying it. Like, for the first time in my life, I'm actually listening to something.
So are you an ass or tits, man?
Yes.
Let's get straight down to the next
Yes.
picture. This is the things the listeners want to hear.
Come on, you need to be inclusive, or you're an ass tits or booby man.
I'm a high man.
Yes! There's where the true meat lies. I think I've got to say that we've done you a disservice. We've done you a huge
Satisfaction
disservice.
via suffocation, man. Like, it's just my thing.
Yeah,
Can I add my opinion on something?
No.
certainly can, Radio. Bust in, mate.
I am disgusted listening to you guys referring
Good.
to your genital parts as weaponry.
Listen, right,
Hey,
any
mission
more of that and I'll whip
accomplished.
it out and call it the gravity hammer and just slap you with it.
At least buy me dinner first.
No, I'm a cheap date, mate. The best you're getting's a Greg's wrapper and a coffee.
Oh, Dealy
Let's
says.
call it nowadays.
Make it a tea and we have a...
Right,
So
DM me,
many
Radio.
times.
Let's sort this out. I'm kidding.
But yeah, well, for your first listening experience,
He's not kidding.
Maricette, what do you think? If we can entirely put you off podcast for life, or
Are you kidding? This is right down my alley.
fucking good, man, good.
That's all Privilege
I'll
is
be
thinking
writing
about
something
right now.
else if you want.
Oh,
It was good until I started getting
Wayne Bennett
groomed.
69, my kind of fun.
Well,
To be
69.
fair, like Glaswegian, I'm also a cheap date, so I will settle for a hoagie and Bobby.
Is,
could
is the
potentially
booby
be-
in the whole
I
game?
was going to say they could potentially be one and the same thing.
Yes.
69 for future reference. We will put a warning, a grooming label at the top of the podcast. I'll make sure.
I'm afraid
This
for my
isn't the
brand.
non-cast.
Have a seat and get some ice.
Don't worry about
Is
it,
that
buddy.
slang for price tag?
Scan my barcode, baby.
Radio. Why don't you have a seat?
Hey, just take a seat. This isn't the nonce cast.
You're easily offended all that.
Official.
I genuinely think that, see, like, all these, you see these sting groups on Facebook? Do you not think that, like, Chris Hansen should just come back and make a special, like, just shows up on a video screen one day and just goes, let me show you cunts how it's done?
Yes.
In here then?
Oh, Mr. Codstar has turned
He's
up at
missed
the end of the
entire
podcast, asking what is going on. You're live on the first ever semi-live, don't say semi,
You're live on Channel 4, please do not swear.
fucking unmonetisables, buddy. How you doing?
You fucking
man?
swore!
Don't.
No swearing. I thought we were just having a big orgy on a Saturday. It's not on a Saturday, it's a
Well,
Sunday. Isn't it?
One
Call
of
it
my favourite
that.
things that used to happen is when I was younger and I would, like, cut myself, I would hit out with, like, fuck or something, and my mother would just turn around and go, hey, what's your fucking language?
That went better than I expected, because whenever you start a sentence with "when I was younger," it just never ends fucking well with you, man.
Right after talking about orgies, yeah, I was worried for a second.
We, on the topic of swearing and mothers, my mum's nickname to the family is Bush Tits.
What? Explain. Go on.
Me and my sister were building my corner desk, and I was like, push it, because we were putting like the leg in. And Mom came through like, push tits, why are you coming at? So me, my sister, my fiance, and my 14-year-old niece all call my mum Bush Tits, and we've all got our own names now. So I'm Sugar Tits because I'm diabetic, and my niece is Twinkle Tits, and Alex is Bumble Tits because they've got like a bee tattoo just under their boob.
I'm just tits because I'm fat.
You get family asking, going to you, pass me the milk sugar tits. Should you not be a bit worried about that?
That sounds like some good Glasgow patter there, though. You know?
Oh, Bush Tits, tell Sugar Tits to turn the fucking music down.
Can you imagine bringing a mate round for the first time to your house and it's like, oh, you want a cup of tea? Aye. All right, Sugar Tits, passes the milk. And they're sitting there like...
My name was almost Ding Dong at one point as well, because the church across the road where I live was going... Well, it was dinging. And then I went Ding Dong, and he's just, tried to call me Ding Dong.
I mean...
as he said, I'm Sugar Tits, it brought a joke to mind, right? Have you ever heard the one about the Scottish, English and American couple sitting at a dinner table? Have you ever heard this one?
Go for it.
So, the English guy says to his wife, pass me the sugar, obviously in an English accent, right? American accent, guy goes, pass me the honey. And the Scottish guy goes, got to pass me the milk, you cow.
I'll tell you something, right? Something that happened to me that's peak Glaswegian. So I was sitting playing my PS1 on business, and like my 6-year-old niece came in and just looked me dead in the eye and went, square goal.
No.
They learn so young these days.
Take or go though.
I'm turning down a challenge. Fuck no.
Swift punch to the sternum.
I shall apply your first black eye.
I'm about to teach this kid the ways of the elbow drop.
Show people's elbow armband off and everything.
One of my favourite jokes of all time only makes sense if you're Scottish, because it's just, did you ever hear about Mickey Mouse's helicopter?
At Disneyland. That's an oldie, man. That's an oldie. Except you used to tell it the other way, like why does it's something to do with a chopper in Parkhead? Let's just say that.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
We talked about the helicopter, the motorbike, or the machete.
The
helicopter. Well, ladies and lads, I want to thank you very much for tuning in and listening, but I do reckon that's probably about the hour mark, which is way longer than most people ever listen to our podcasts. But
it's about 50 minutes longer than our last in general. So
that's alright. I'll wear that out of you. Don't you worry.
Don't threaten him.
Does this usually happen, or did I just bring the sexual tension along?
Yeah. Well, Yangy.
And the minute I hear that voice, like, fuck, I want to
you can all thank Mountain Daddy.
Right.
Someone
shut up.
You got this.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go climb me a mountain.
Right, guys, shut up while out.
Bring your ice pick.
Thanks very much for listening, guys, and thank you to the audio listeners later on. As I said 10 times during the show, we are live in the FAWK Chronicles Discord. Links in the description or on the channel. Feel free to beast in and do the same as the guys, man. Listen and chime in whenever you want. We'll do a Q&A at the end like this, where we just kind of let loose, cut loose. But I've really enjoyed this episode. I think the guys have. Glaswegian, much obliged for you coming out with us and staying awake for as long as you have for your first routine. Where can folk find your shit?
That's because he had a nap, the cheating bastard.
It's not a nap if you're conscious enough to play with yourself. Right.
No, that's called the stranger.
It's called the effect of the Mountain Daddy.
It's called the FAP nap.
You can find me on Twitter and Twitch with the same handle. I just want to say thanks for having me along, and I'm sober this time, so this one went a lot better than I believed the last one.
What does sober mean to you, though?
Glaswegian, so at least 3 bottles of Bucky in them.
Oh, I can't stand that stuff. Like,
nah, neither can I, dude. Nah, Bucky, get it to fuck.
Haters, absolute haters. Bucky is a true
Bucky,
Scottish fucking tipple.
Bucky.
Speaking of getting to fucky, that's a perfect time to cut off. Gary's Litman, Guys, Brawls, and all variations of the species. This has been another episode of the Unmonetisables. Your boy, Cpt Privilege, Grandmaster Tech, Yangy, GlaswegianBR, Radio 69, Codate my dog, Anthony Slipman in the back there, and the Maniset. Signing off, closing the hill frequencies, ending communications, and going to go wash my ears out because there was some goddamn filth on this one.
I'm going to go and write Harry Potter's Mountain Daddy and the Fapnap.
I'm just going to kill myself.
I'm going to go polish my plasma cannon.